Hello there again, my friends. This is a boy and his dog, and welcome to the channel where I play and review every game released on the Evercade, old and new. In today's video we take our first deeper butchers of the 29th Evercade console cut Piko Collection 3 with the first game, 40 Winks. We better get started. Ruff and Tumble are about to go to bed when the mother tells a story about the good Winks and the evil hoodwinks. Meanwhile, Nightcap, who resides in a house on a hill, is having trouble sleeping due to the Winks in his dreams, and instructs Fredbear to kidnap all of them. Now only 40 Winks remain, so it's up to Ruff and Tumble to save them and stop Nightcap's evil plan. 40 Winks is a single-player 3D platformer developed by Eurocom Entertainment Software and published by GT Interactive for the PlayStation in 1999. Interesting note, a version was developed for the Nintendo 64, even had reviews in the magazines at the time, but was ultimately cancelled. It was, however, after a Kickstarter by Piko Interactive, finally released for the Nintendo 64 in 2019. Presentation wise, this game is a bit gorgeous. We have lovely CGI cutscenes that introduce the story and then bookend every world. They are well done, and coupled with the music gives the game a lovely charm that feels it's in the same ballpark as games like the mighty Medieval. Don't be fooled by the charm, however. This game is much trickier than it first appears. Indeed, later worlds can get quite hard, and some of this trickiness could be down to the controls. As expected with early 3D platformers, the controls are a bit fiddly. Something like jumping onto higher ledges or across chasms may initially cause frustration when you'll miss them, but it just takes time to acclimatise. The camera controls are mapped to the shoulder buttons, and if you are used to playing these kind of platformers back in the day, it just feels kind of right. So on the one hand it's a bit fiddly, but on the other it feels authentic as it should, if that makes sense. But once you're past the controls and have a good handle, you're free to explore and enjoy what this decently sized game has to offer. You start in your house. There are various doors dotted around with padlocks. These are how you access the dream worlds. Each can be unlocked when you've completed the previous. The first of these is in the attic. There are 6 dream worlds, each with 3 large stages that can be completed in any order. An optional world champion you must race on a rocket, and a large clock where you need to find all 12 dream keys. 4 on each of the stages. Once all are obtained in a world, the portal to the boss will appear. Clear that and you're sent back to the house where you can unlock another door and find your way to the next dream world.
Magnificent. Luckily for you, you didn't lose it. You have no idea how much these things cost. You run around in your own carefree world, selfishly oblivious to the consequences of your actions. And who's left to pick up the pieces, eh? Now, where's that eye?
There's a horror theme world, an underwater world, a space world, a prehistoric world, a medieval world, and pirates. Ooh ah. In each stage, not only do you have to find all 4 dream keys, which believe me on some stages can be a bit of a fecker, but you also have to rescue the little Winks too, and it's not so simple as to explore. You need to collect shiny little cogs that unlock various padlock doors the more you gain. Other doors are unlocked behind bum switches. You have to jump and do a bum slam on them to activate. However, some have icons on like paw, lightning or a star. These can only be activated if you're wearing a specific costume, and these costumes are found in cool little jack-in-the-boxes that suck you in and transform you. Each costume looks cool and has unique features, like the caveman who could smash through broken ground, or another that fires rockets and has a jetpack to reach higher areas. The levels use these costumes in interesting ways by placing a jack-in-the-box in such a way that once you've obtained the costume, it is a bit of a time gauntlet to reach the desired area, like for example where a specific switch is located. The different theme worlds help to at least visually give variety to the game loop. And please note, if you're rescued all the Winks on a given stage, don't exit until you've found all 4 dream keys. If not, when you jump back in later on the notion of just looking about for the keys, hoping all the gates are now open, they aren't. The level is essentially reset minus the saved winks, so you will have to do most if not all of it again while searching for the remaining dream keys.
Oh, Threadbare, are you in much pain? Just a little, oh, master. Good! You messed up again, you don't!
I vaguely remember the game back in the day, but not so sure I ever played it. I am a sucker for early PS1 3D games, so I felt right at home regardless if I'd been here before. Though my Mila, it kept making me think about Croc Legend of the Gobos. Do you guys remember that game? Was brilliant, and the soundtrack was damn fine to boot. In the end, there are some control frustrations to get past if you're not used to the era of 3D, but if you are, there is a decently sized fun, if hard platformer to wander through, with great charm and interesting use of a costume system. The game may be slightly outlives its welcome in the end. Those damn dream keys can sometimes be a complete fucker to find, and the bosses may be a bit rubbish, but I think its charm wins through in the end. I think this is a great addition to the Evercade library and just makes me thirsty for more PlayStation 1 era 3D games. Please and thank you, Evercade. I know I'll never get Croc, but there were loads of other cool games too. And if you've made it here to the end of the video, thanks ever so much for joining me. Leave a thumbs up or comment if you'd like. Either way, I'm just chuffed you poked your head in to take a gander. As always, I hope you're having an awesome day, my friends. And until next time, be seeing you.